All right, guys, so today is the day. Today we are going to be doing the top 10 cases for the iPhone 15 Pro Max round 2. Now, before we get started, this video is not sponsored by anybody. Nobody has paid me to put cases in this video. Nobody has paid for this video. Nothing along those sorts. These are all my opinions. This is my top 10 list. Your list may be a little bit different, and I'm very interested to know what your list is, so let me know down below in the comments. I'm curious to know what cases you have and what your favorite ones are. Also, please be respectful in the comments, and all links to all of these cases, as well as any discount codes, and if I do have a video for it, they will all be down in the description below. So anything you're interested in, look down in the description. So let's go ahead and get started. So first we're going to start off with some honorable mentions before we get into the top 10 list. Now the first honorable mention is going to be the Arc Pulse. Now this is not a case for everybody. This is for those people who really don't like phone cases on their phone but want some protection for just everywhere that matters. You get all of your corners covered. If you were to drop the phone like this, like that, no matter which way you do it, this will protect your phone. Now, the only thing that it does not do is obviously protect the sides and the back from scratching, but this is just for that minimalist that really does not like using phone cases. So this one definitely is a great case, but it couldn't make the top 10 because of that specific thing. Now the price on this does range from $70 to $120 depending on which design and material you get. Next honorable mention, we have the Torras Guardian. Now this is a nice frosted case. It's got a very nice back on it, nice sides on here, no real added grip, but because of the material, it does feel good in the hand. It's not slippery, and it does have pretty good buttons, which are also interchangeable for different colors that you guys can choose from, and this does come with it. So that is always nice to see, a little bit of more customization options. Now the buttons on here are plastic. They are nice and clicky, so you definitely don't have to worry about accidental clicks or not knowing where your buttons are. And it does have a pretty decent fit. I would like to see it a little bit tighter, especially around the buttons, the bottom and the top, but all in all, it does have a pretty good fit. Now, checking out the MagSafe on it, this thing has pretty good MagSafe strength. If you know my videos, you know that these cases, some of them do pick up this charger, other ones don't. This one has no issues. You do have to kind of shake it for that to come off, but other than that, you are good to go. Now, the price on this one is $25, so very nice price, very affordable case. The only thing I do wish is that it just had a little bit of a stiffer fit around the sides. You do get your camera protection on here, a pretty decent screen lip. All in all, very good case. It's just not in my top 10. Now, lastly on the honorable mentions list, we have the Mous Limitless 5.0. Now, I know I'm going to get some heat for this one not being in the top 10, but hear me out. So this does have very good grip. It's got nice clicky buttons going all the way around. It does have some camera and screen protection as well as some drop protection in here that I don't know if you've seen Mouse's ads, but you can literally toss this up, drop it, and it will be good to go. My only issue with this case is that, number one, the bottom of it is pretty sharp down here where the USB Type-C port is, and if you're someone like me and you hold your phone like this, it gets pretty sharp after a while. And also, the MagSafe on this is just not where it needs to be. With the price of this case, which by the way goes from $70 to $75 depending on the design that you get, this MagSafe is not where it needs to be. I'm somebody who uses all MagSafe for charging, a car mount, all of those things, a pop socket. I just cannot rely on this MagSafe. It's got a good fit on here. Definitely no issues with this coming off. The corners are on there nice. Everything has a very nice and tight fit. The bottom and top could be a little bit stiffer, just like the sides, but that's not the biggest deal in the world because of how well this thing fits. All in all, very good case, but for that price point, I just couldn't put this into my top 10. All right, so starting off with that top 10 list, at number 10, we have the Smartish Gripzilla. Now, if you guys saw my previous video, I had the Smartish Grip Monk in there and not the Gripzilla. Well, a few months have passed. I've gotten way more uses out of all of my cases, and I'll be honest with you, this one takes the cake out of the two Smartish cases because number one, that grip is just really good. I mean, even on the Grip Monk, the grip is very good, but when it comes down to this, you really can't deny it. You get a bunch of different designs, which I've really been liking this design, by the way, but very excellent feel on here. Grippy all the way around, nice and textured. You have no issues of dropping this, and if you do, you've got these really nice raised corners, very good drop protection on this case. And of course, it fits very, very well around the sides. Nice tight fit. Bottom is tight. The top is nice and tight. All the way around, really good. You've got some camera and screen protection on here. Now, the price on this one does range from $30 to $35 depending on the design. But no matter what, whether you're paying $30 or $35, I mean, for that price point, the protection you get on here, the grip, the comfort of use, it's all really good. My only issue with this case is that the bottom of it is pretty sharp. So again, holding it like this, you do start to notice it because the case is a little bit heavier. It's a nice protective case, and that's what it's meant for. Now, testing out that MagSafe on here, this is one of the reasons why this case definitely makes this top 10 list. I mean, you have to really shake it in order for that to get off, but I can sit here, comfortably pick this up and down, and have no issues with MagSafe on this case. And that's why the Smartish Gripzilla got my number 10 spot. Coming in at number 9, we have the Benks Armor Air. Now, this is their brand new Aurora design, but they have the Montage, they have the original, few different designs on this case. The price point on this one does start at $40 and goes to $46, but this is a case that's meant for those minimalists. This is for somebody who doesn't like bulky phone cases, doesn't need all that crazy drop protection, but it has pretty good grip, especially in this Aurora model. Now, other models do have a little bit worse grip, but honestly, even the regular Armor Air, for somebody who just wants a minimal case just like this, it's perfect for that. Your buttons are exposed on the right hand and the left hand side, but your top and your bottom are completely covered. So that really takes the cake on all of the minimalist cases. And this one, in my opinion, is the best one just because of its coverage. Some of them have a metal camera ring, others have plastic. And also, it has a pretty good fit on here. It is made out of 600D Kevlar, and it has a very, very tight fit everywhere. And also, it's going to have that really good MagSafe strength. So you definitely don't have to worry about this. However you're using it, this case has very good MagSafe. That is something that Benks is known for, and they definitely delivered with the Armor Air. Now, it doesn't offer the greatest drop protection or anything like that because it's a minimal case, so it couldn't have been any higher on my list because for cases, that's kind of what you're looking for. You're looking for drop protection. You're looking for, good protection on these cases. This one, unfortunately, is just from the scratches, little nicks and dings, but all around an excellent, excellent minimal case. That is why the Benks Armor Air is in my number 9 spot. Now, coming in at number 8, we have the Benks Armor Pro Montage. Now, specifically, I wanted to mention that it is only the Montage because the Armor Pro, the original one, is just a little bit too slippery for my liking. The sides of it were slippery, the back of it, whereas this one on the Montage, you get some texture with that Kevlar material, and the sides are more refined, so they are not as slippery. You do get a nice metal camera ring, you get nice clicky buttons all the way around, and a pretty good fit going around. You have nice stiff fit along the sides. The bottom is decent. The top has a decent fit, protection all the way around, some screen and camera lip protection, and it's got great MagSafe. If you bring over the stand, you can definitely sit here, pick it up and down, and it has no issues with MagSafe. So all in all, a very good case. It just couldn't be higher this year in my lineup because it's only the Montage that is this good. The original Armor Pro just unfortunately would not have made this list, so I couldn't rank it any higher than number 8. But no matter where in the top 10 list, if a case made it there, it's really good and definitely worth checking out. Now, the price on this one is $43, so very reasonably priced for the protection you're getting, the MagSafe, everything around. Very good case. So Benks Armor Pro, number 8 spot. Now, coming in at number 7, we have the Andar Aspen. Now, the Andar Aspen is an excellent full-grain leather case, and Andar kills it with all of the colors. They have so many to choose from. They're always releasing new colors, whether they're limited edition or permanent runs. They have a metal camera ring here, metal buttons going all the way around. Very nice, very tight fit everywhere around the case. Very good feeling leather. It's not very slippery, especially after you've used it a little bit. You've gotten some finger oils on there. They start to patina very nicely. This red is starting to patina a little bit. It's starting to get darker. Good camera protection with that metal camera ring. You get some slight screen protection on here. Very nice clicky buttons that are very pronounced, easy to click. Good fit on here, all around really good case. And of course, it's gonna have good MagSafe. Not the best MagSafe in the world because it is a leather case, but perfectly good for what you're gonna need for your car mount or your chargers, whatever you're using it for, and an all-around great case. Now, the price on this one is $55, so for full grain, that's a very reasonable price to get what you're getting with this case. You get all of those things, so definitely a great deal on the Andar Aspen. I love this leather case, and that's why it is my number 7 spot. Now, coming in at number 6, we have the Bullstrap Contemporary. Now, if you saw my last top 10 video, the original Bullstrap was one of my honorable mentions because it had an open bottom. But Bullstrap finally listened. They gave us this closed bottom, and it has been an absolute pleasure to use. It has full grain leather on here, feels incredible to hold in the hand. Nice metal buttons going around both sides. You do get a leather camera ring on this one, and you just get an amazing feel on this leather. Now, normally I wouldn't put 2 leather cases in my top 10, but I just couldn't avoid it because the Andar Aspen is great, but this Bullstrap is just one step above. I've been using it a lot. If you guys can see, it's already starting to get a little bit of patina around the sides. It does have a few scratches here and there, but it's full grain leather. That is one of those things that you can expect. And all around, it's just so nice to hold, to use. It smells incredible, especially as soon as you take it out of the box. It smells like you just walked into a leather store, basically. It is just wonderful. This case has exceeded all of my expectations since I've had it, and it's just been an absolute pleasure to use. Now, my only issue with this case, and that's why I couldn't rank it higher, is because you do have that little bit of a gap right there where the USB Type-C port is. So if this could get fixed, this could even be higher on my list. But all around, an excellent, excellent leather case. If you're looking for a leather case, this is the standard. Now, the biggest downside of this case is the price. Now, this is $89, but I think that it is actually worth it because for the quality of leather you're getting on this case, the good buttons, the excellent, excellent fit on here, you do get pretty decent MagSafe on here, especially for a leather case. Now, the Aspen's MagSafe is a little bit better, but just all around with the quality of this case, and that's what you're looking for with a leather case. You're looking for that feel, the premium leather quality, and this case knocks it out the park with that. Not to mention that you also get a lifetime warranty on it. So if anything happens to it, you get in contact with Bullstrap, they will replace your case for you. And that is just excellent. That is something very, very well worth it, especially for that price tag. So that is why the Bullstrap Contemporary gets the number 6 spot on the top 10 list. All right, so top 5 time. Coming in at number 5, we have the Dbrand Grip. Now, this case has been such an improvement over last year's, it's not even funny. And the biggest improvement, which is the biggest deal for me, was the MagSafe. Now, with this case, of course, you've got that crazy pronounced grip. You've got nice clicky buttons on here. Very comfortable to hold, no real sharp edges, nice wide open USB Type-C port. You've got that nice screen protection, of course some camera protection, especially with that raised edge going around right here. And that is why it is kind of curved right there, so this case just won't wobble, which unfortunately is probably the only case on this list that has that feature. If you use it down on the table, you'll be good to go, whether you're sitting in a meeting or you're just having your phone down. You don't have to sit there and worry about that constant wobble back and forth. Now, the improvement with that MagSafe, it's still not the best MagSafe in the world, but it is definitely much better than it was last year. Last one, I mean, you would put it on and it couldn't even pick the base up. This year, it is much, much better. And also, Dbrand has so many different skins that you can put on here that it almost feels like it's a new case every time you put a different skin on. The skins are not expensive at all. You can go on their website, order, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 of them, however many of them or little of them that you want. Put it on. When you're tired of that one, peel it right off, slap on a new one, and it's like you have a whole new case with a new design. They're always coming out with really cool new designs. Their OG ones are really good. Everything is very, very nice about this case. You've got a super, super tight fit on here on the top, the bottom. Everything is really good. Nice little ridges on the buttons so you know where they are. You can feel each individual button. Everything is very, very good about this case. I do wish that MagSafe was still a little bit stronger, and the price on it is only $45. So for that price, you get all those different skins. You get that great drop protection, Good MagSafe, super duper grip. You put this in your pocket, and when you pull it out, I mean, this thing will pull your pocket out. It is very grippy. I don't care if you've got olive oil, motor oil all over your hands, you're not dropping this thing. It will not slip out of your hand, and that is why the Dbrand Grip gets that number 5 spot. Coming in at number 4, we have the Phone Rebel Gen 5. Now, if you guys know about Phone Rebel, especially their last few cases from the Gen 5, the Gen 4, all that, you know this is that crazy drop protection case. And this year they added that really nice textured grip right here along the sides. Of course, you have your little legs right there. That way you have really good screen protection. You've got great camera protection on here. You've got that metal camera ring, those really good buttons, and it's all interchangeable this year. Now you are able to get all of these different colors, whether it's blue, yellow, silver, orange. They have so many different colors that you can just swap the camera ring, the buttons, and the little Rebel logo right there. You have all of these options, so you can really customize your case to your liking. Really good grip on here, excellent shock absorption with the material that's on the inside of it. You get a nice flat area right here for swiping down, up, left to right. They really think about all of those details. Now, you are gonna get some fingerprinting here on the back, not a big deal. Of course, it's aramid fiber, so it does fingerprint. You just wipe it down, you'll be good to go. All the way around, an excellent case. The only thing I do wish is that USB Type-C port is so narrow. I know a lot of people use thicker head cables, especially not, original Apple cables, and not all of them will fit in here. So that is a big deal to me. I definitely want to see that fixed. But of course, with Phone Rebel, if you know anything about it, you've got that really, really strong MagSafe. You've got very nice clicky buttons. Everything is just A1 with this case. And also on top of that, it comes in a frosted and a crystal, which is also clear version. Everything is interchangeable in here as well, except the bottom little logo like it is on the Gen 5. But you get so many different options, and all around, each one of these are excellent. And for the price of this one, you are talking $45. And on top of that, every Phone Rebel comes with a tempered glass screen protector. So it's literally a one-stop shop. You buy the case, you take it out, you put on the screen protector that comes with it, you put on the case, and this is all you need. If you ever go anywhere and you're afraid of dropping your phone, you're worried that you might break it, anything like that, honestly, even if somebody who works like construction, this may be the case for you. It definitely checks all of the protection boxes, feels really good in the hand, very comfortable to hold, super, super tight fit on the bottom, on the top, all around the sides. All in all, excellent case, and that's why the Phone Rebel Gen 5 takes that number 4 spot. Coming in at number 3, we have a brand new case from Phone Rebel, and this is the Phone Rebel Air 2 case. Now, starting right off, we're talking $22. That's it. Only $22 for this case. You are getting almost that same level of Phone Rebel protection that you're used to with the Gen 5. Not as much, but it's also a thinner case. You still got that really good grip going around the sides, very nice and comfortable. I do wish the back had some grippier material, kind of like the Gen 5 does, where it has some texture. It doesn't though. This one doesn't have that, which I would like to see changed. But the sides of it are super grippy. You get that good screen protection with those little legs right there. You get nice camera protection, a wider USB Type-C port, so they listen to us. They put a wider USB Type-C port on here, which is great. Good buttons, clicky buttons. They're not standalone. They are built in with the little relief slits, but still nice and clicky buttons. You don't have to worry about anything, accidental clicks of those buttons, nothing like that. All around a great case. And it comes with that screen protector. Just like I said, all Phone Rebel cases are coming with that. And that is a huge plus. You're getting that great screen protector, the great case, good drop protection, scratch protection, all that. You get protection everywhere that it counts. It's a thinner case. It's supposed to be a little bit more minimal than the Gen 5, the Frosted, the Crystal. It's a little bit thinner, and you get a very, very good fit on here. The buttons are a little bit more loose than I'd like to see, but that's normal. The bottom is good. The top is good. Everything is so nice about this case, and you get that excellent Phone Rebel MagSafe strength that we all know and love, and that's why that Phone Rebel Air 2 had to have the number 3 spot. Now getting into that top 2, this next one may surprise you guys a little bit, but number 2, we have to give the Caudabe Sheath. Now, if you saw my first top 10 video for the iPhone 15 Pro Max, Caudabe Sheath was at number 1. This case checks all of the boxes. It really does. It's got good grip on the back, along the sides, nice clicky buttons on here. I do wish these buttons were a little more clicky, especially the action button. It's a little bit dulled down, but it's not the end of the world. You still feel it. You can definitely feel the click on all of them. You've got nice camera protection there, screen protection on here. You've got a very, very good fit. Around the buttons is a little loose again, but that's pretty much all cases. The bottom is good, the top is good. Caudabe thinks about us with that little bottom area and the top here for easy swiping. You've got just an all-around good case. The Sheath is always one of those cases that if you need to buy one case and you only really care about having one, a Sheath is always one that I can recommend because it really does check all of the boxes. You get that really good MagSafe strength from Caudabe that we're used to. It's got pretty good feeling in the hand. You got a nice wide open USB Type-C port. I would like to see the bottom a little bit less sharp, just because if you're holding it like this for a while, it does eventually start to dig in a little bit, but it's really not a big deal because they really did refine this a lot. The price on it is $41, and for that price, all that you get, it's definitely well worth it. Caudabe Sheath definitely deserves that number 2 spot. And lastly, coming in at number 1, the only case we haven't seen on this list, and it actually climbed up from my previous list, and that is the Caudabe Synthesis. This is my top case for the iPhone 15 Pro Max in this round. And the reason for it is this thing is just amazing to use. You've got good camera protection, good screen protection on here, super tight fit all around. The bottom is good, the top is good. You've got a nice material here on the back. Now, it's not as grippy on the back as the Sheath, but coming on the sides, those little ridges right there make it super comfortable to hold, super grippy, all around, very easy to hold, not sharp at the bottom whatsoever. Nice wide open USB Type-C port. Everything is so nice, so refined. It does have better buttons than the Sheath does by a little bit. All around, just such a great case. To be honest with you, I have been using this case on my phone a lot lately. And up until about a month and a half ago, I would have still said the Sheath was my number 1. But I re-put on this Synthesis and I was like, you know what? Let me give it another run. Let me see, because top 10 time is coming up soon. And this case has exceeded all of my expectations. I absolutely love it. It's been on my phone for the last few days, nonstop. And of course, you've got excellent MagSafe strength, even better than the Sheath, which is really good for me as someone who uses a lot of MagSafe. All around, this definitely is that case. If I had to recommend one case for everybody to go pick up, definitely pick up the Caudabe Synthesis. $42 on this one. It's only $1 more than the Sheath. Definitely worth it. For the fit, the MagSafe, the buttons, the USB-C port, just how it feels. It's thinner than the Sheath, which is a plus for me. You really cannot find too much bad about this case. If I had to give it one slight point off, the back does scratch a little bit, but that's not the biggest deal in the world. With Caudabe, the Synthesis, and the Sheath, they come in a bunch of different colors, just super good cases. Caudabe always kills it, and with this Synthesis this time around, definitely worth that number 1 spot. I absolutely had no regrets about giving this number 1. The Sheath moving down to number 2 is not a knock on the Sheath. It's still excellent, but something about this Synthesis just had to move up to that number 1 spot. So, this is my top 10 list for the iPhone 15 Pro Max round 2. Let me know what you guys think about the list down in the comments below. Again, remember to be respectful. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. If you want to see my first top 10 video, I'll leave that video right there. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.